Welcome back to Symphony of War. We just left off after completing some little micromanaging of our army, and we have 4 full squads. I think we could make a 5th squad, which would help us out, having more turn action or more economy of action. But that's okay. I like where we're at right now. I think I did this before with a squad of 4, and it turned out just fine. But you can definitely make another squad for this mission, I think. Damn, we're already too late. Our base at Marienburg is under attack. Looks like we don't have time for the rest of the army to catch up. We got to save that base. Got it. Let's meet up with the base defender and eliminate those rebels.
For my people, for my homeland.
Yeah. Let's
We will always find a way.
our archer here. We'll target the leader, which is a spearman. So it won't be amazing, but at least everybody will target him as best as they can. There's auto battling in this game, I want to say, but I mean, technically it is an auto battler. You don't have to like do anything
They'll
too
notice
crazy.
this one for sure.
We're gonna take our archer, protect our archer on both flanks. And you get to see this guy here. He attacks the back line. You see, that's why I like this guy a lot. And then he attacks the front on the second round. Free action. You have to attack so many times. Took out that unit super fast. It's great. And
I must stay strong.
I think we'll attack. If we move up too far, I think we'll get swarmed. But we'll be alright, I think. Target leader. Okay, no need to do that. Yeah, once the leader is taken out, they attack normally. But another cool thing you can do is you can force surrenders. We can't do it here just yet, so we'll just heal up who we can. We'll go with that since he has more max HP. Oh, we can heal twice. I made a mistake there. That's okay. You only have a certain amount of heals though out of combat. Barnabas. He's one of my more favorite leaders. He's not very reliable. Of course, we left our archers open, which is kind of bad. These guys should get taken out. Turn economy, that kind of deal. Have one less guy to worry about. It would have been better to force them to surrender though. Wolfie, this battlefield has a lot of woods and forests. Woods being rough terrain slows down movement a bit. Sorry, I had a little thing on the background. Woods being rough terrain slows down movement a bit, but offers some protection against long-range arrow fire. Yeah, using the terrain to our advantage, super important. I mean, it's not super important per se, it's more like, it's good to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that as well. Our guys gotta get more and more powerful.
I'm just getting started.
Leader. Our leader's already dead, so let's do a normal attack. And surrenders immediately. Awesome. Wolfie? What's the world coming to with you saving my hide now? It's the least I can do, Barnabas. How are you the world? Everything you got through your own sweat and grit. Wasn't my doing. It's an honor to fight by your side after all these years. Can't wait to show you what I've learned. Let's plan our approach to the Centurion's Rest. If we go to the right, it looks like we're facing 2 squads of cavalry. Cavalry are fast and powerful warriors, but fall easily to spears. Regarding our stables we can take as a source of war horses for ourselves. Look out for those walls. Those archers on top of the walls are protected from close range attacks, and their arrows will be much stronger. We can break through and go up the ramps, and we can take those guys out. Or I can try to shoot them at them from the ground level, but I'll be at a disadvantage. Or we can go left, a more direct route. They got one fort there, guarded by a pretty tough squad. Or we can go left, tough squad. Taking that fort won't be easy. Wolfie, the left route is connected by roads. Road terrain allows our units a high degree of movement range. We get extra movement, pretty much. Why not both? More objectives to capture, more reward. So you have more choice. You don't have to defeat every single enemy as long as you complete the mission. But we definitely want to seize and take out everybody for the XP. So
Stay strong, everyone.
I'm gonna send over here. I think. And we're gonna send the cavalry with them. Seize. That eats up this turn. And we'll have our unit here act as bait. And we're done. We'll try to draw them in a little closer. Of course, the horses don't care. Oof. You got an extra attack. No crit. That's pretty unlucky for us. He has archers in his group. Yeah, so those are cavalry archers. You can level up the regular archers into them if you have horses. And the required attributes for it. So, I played around with making this guy's unit into a cavalry unit, so he could like move around the battlefield and like hit where I needed him. You can also turn them into like sharpshooters, which can attack from 3 range. So if you ever get onto a hill, you can be 4 range. So that's a pretty powerful way to do things too.
The time to act is now.
Looks like I should have pushed him up a little closer, but it's okay. This unit's almost dead. I'm gonna go ahead and target their leader. Make sure we focus fire him down. So we lost the front line, so our mage is vulnerable right now, which is great. So we really want to use Wolfie's unit as the second person to go in.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
The thing is that these are considered like light cavalry, so they don't have as much armor. And they take just normal damage. This is what is it called? We can't force them to surrender just yet. I think
here goes nothing.
We don't have that tactic just yet, so I guess I'll show you guys that later. Because like they're shattered right now, their morale. They don't have a leader. This guy's by himself. There's a cool option we can choose instead of normal attack and target leader to make them surrender. So we get extra XP and stuff for the faction. we'll just take him out here so it doesn't do damage to us. I feel happy about that. So
School is in session.
Barnabas' unit, he actually got 2 more cavalry units, like armored cavalry units.
I ain't got all day.
We may need to send more backup for him, but he's really these cavalry guys and armored units are really good against rogues because they're super armored. They don't take as much damage. So we'll hide them behind here, and we're gonna be happy with that. You can see how these guys go back into the backline. If we had any squishies backline, our healers, mages, any types like that we don't want to hit, we can. They would lose some combat power off of that. This is why I like having healer units in every squad. See that Denari Temple, Wolfie? If our troops are falling in battle, they can be revived there for a fee. The enemy can do the same, so it's best we take those temples no matter what. So see how we lost a unit here that's like 0 HP? Up there at the top left, our swordsman guy. Well, we can bring him back if we go over here and we pay some gold to do it, which is worth it in some longer fights.
Your command?
So we'll send Zelos that way to grab the horses and the temple.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Yeah. Actually, let me check everybody's HP. The mage got hit a little bit, but we have a healer in there.
I'm just getting
Just have
started.
them heal themselves. Just top off of some extra
For my
XP.
people, for my homeland.
And
We will always find a
the
way.
archer, target leader. He's already dead. This one's not dead yet, so we'll do that. And they can't fight back. These guys cannot fight in the shade like Spartans. They're just gonna go down. And we have the cavalry unit. Gain a little extra movement, but I feel confident that we don't need to protect the archers. And the cool thing about cavalry units is that they don't use up all their movement, so we'll have them go this way, and I think that's everybody's movement, so we're just gonna end turn here. Yep.
For Veridia.
Grab that. 3 horses, pretty good.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Everyone sees that. 3 faction XP.
I must stay strong.
And we'll have our other guy go this way. We'll save the heals since there's nobody to heal. Our
Stay
archer,
strong, everyone.
Let me check if they have any archers in there if they do.
Time to end this.
So we'll just try to get into range. Just start pelting them. Because they won't come out of there. Now, we can target the leader, but he's super tanky. So it just might not be worth doing. So we'll just try to hit the back line as best we can. Get some XP. It's usually pretty random, so if we get lucky, we get lucky. If not, we got class mastery up, so that tells you that when you go back to the organized army screen, those guys can be changed into something different.
School is in session.
It might be worth just attacking them here so they don't target my archer unit. You can see how the healers, like your the survivability of your units go up. If they weren't there, I would have took them out in the first turn. And I'm happy with that. Yeah. All 5 of our units have moved. We're good. And because there was a archer in the back, that healer in the front, which is not a great front fighter, still sticks around and doesn't surrender.
How can I help?
So I have to spend an extra turn to take him out. I think we'll take them out with the cavalry. Because we want to level up this unit. We're going to be using them a lot. A little overkill for the healer. Medal of Valor is pretty good. We'll spend a little turn to go this way.
He will always find a way.
Mine here. Cool. Gems are used for upgrading your mages, so those are pretty good.
The battle lies before me.
Let's use that. And
Direct my blade.
we'll have him draw the fire of the archers. And he can actually hit the back here, or the archers on the high ground, because we have archers of our own. And yeah, let's do it. Actually, have a crossbow unit. Cool. And
They'll notice this one for sure.
we'll have you go here. That's everybody, yeah. The archers retaliating. Archer almost died there, but I'm glad we have healers. Even if Zelos can't really level up anymore, because he's actually a tier 3 unit, like one of the highest level classes. He's like a Zweihander or something like that.
I'm just getting
Is
started.
what it's called.
Here goes nothing.
And yeah. Can we
The time
reach?
to act is now.
Oh, we can revive units here. So this is what I was talking about. Cost 100 gold. It might be worth doing just to do it, to show you guys what it looks like. And when you revive a unit, you can revive as many as you want, but it does eat up your turn.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not. They'll notice this one
Can't
for
quite
sure.
reach. Yeah, that sucks. So we'll just move on with him. And we'll wait, and then we'll have him come up here and just murk these archers. They've been a pain in the butt. Yeah. I'm glad I'm leveling these guys up in this unit, at least. And
I ain't got all day.
we'll seize this little town, this estate, get a ton of gold, 1,500, that's quite a
Stay
bit.
strong, everyone.
Move these guys along. And everybody's been used, nothing else on the map, so the only thing we gotta do is take this fort over the bridge. And if I look at the... let's see, the mission info, we got 3 turns to do it. I think we can totally do
You
it.
got a plan?
We have the turns.
Time to end
As
this.
long as we use these roads. This guy right here, he's actually a samurai. And he's got archers there. The samurai is a special unit, like a tier 3 unit that can do melee and archery. So we want to stay at least 3 away until we're ready to rush him. But we can stand like right here about.
How can I help, my lord?
Because the castle here, the fort, gives him extra range.
I'm just getting started.
We're gonna want to heal up his unit. And give it to the archer here, so there's a little bit more survivability.
Veridia.
And might as well heal up here for low XP. Bring our...
Ready.
You can also refresh heals here, so if you run out of heals, you have 3. You can get more. For a fee, of course. So that's one of our 3 turns that we need to defeat this guy. We should be able to charge him.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
He's full of like spearmen and archers. So
We
let's
will
try to
always
soften
find a
him
way.
up by throwing our archer here. This is a tower, it acts like a hill. Target the leader. So Wolfie, the next attack dog sent by the capital. Do you even know why you bleed for them? Perhaps not, until you've been made to bleed enough. Some strong words. This whole archer unit's gonna become pretty tough. Or, like, pretty beast.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Now they got beat up pretty good. I wonder how fast he can get there.
School is in session.
Not quite. In the next turn. I would like him to get in there to kind of like eat up some of the damage.
I'm just getting started.
If you were super concerned about like losing units, we'd probably send in Zelos to kind of tank it all. But, or even like soften them up even further. Then have our other units swap in. We might do that, but
Here comes Sybil, ready or
we're
not.
not playing Iron Man mode, so I'm not too worried about it. Almost took out the leader. That was worth doing. These frontline units, once they get upgraded, they get really strong.
For my people, for my homeland.
Might as well.
Direct my
And
blade.
we got hit pretty good, but we can use Zelos to heal up this unit's frontliners, so they can have a little bit more chance to get more XP. There we go. Now the squad's gonna start falling apart.
Here goes nothing.
I think we ran out of heals with this
Your
unit.
command?
That's why we're not getting the option to heal anymore.
Master Sergeant, awaiting orders.
I must stay strong.
So let's. We ran out of heals there too.
They'll notice this one for
We
sure.
got one heal here.
I'm just
So
getting
what I'm
started.
gonna do is remove.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Yeah. Who has damage?
They'll notice this one for sure.
Just heal that guy up. Then we'll send Barnabas in there to get XP. And now he could move here, but I'm not quite sure if he would have the ability to seize that on his turn. I think it would just end his turn, so I'll just have him wait there.
The battle lies before
We'll
you.
send in our leader unit here to grab this castle. To reach Centurion's Rest, fall back to the keep and prepare our final defenses. So a little bit of shuffling, but I think it's worth it. Tahnra, save us. And that's a completed chapter. And we did it in 10 turns out of 11. And we completed all the objectives, a little extra. We got 1 surrender. We could have probably had a little bit more to get some more gold and faction XP, but that's okay. But yeah. That is chapter 2. The game would go forward. It'd be great. There we go. I think I just alt-tabbed and it just wasn't recognizing it. 20 years ago, Imperial Army Barracks. So this is back in the past. Before probably we were born. Because we're a young leader. Sergeant Barnabas, we've got another one. Get your men organized and ready to deploy in 2 hours. Right, another Denari temple. Do you have a problem with that, Sergeant? No, sir. The army is being put to good use, sir. Yes, I'm sure you think so. Man. And try to clean the uniforms up a bit before your men shut that place down. The war is over and the public has eyes on everything we do. And with what resources, sir? We barely got enough coin to keep our boys from chopping my head off in the mutiny as it is. You told me we're to worry about spit and polish now too? Just find a way, Sergeant. Put down that paperwork and do it. And do it your damn self if you have to. Fuck, I hate leaders like that. I've had newer leaders come in and like try to lay down the law just to show that they got the authority. The better leaders I've had were ones that came in and earned the respect of the men. This guy didn't earn any of his respect. We're all on tight budgets. Don't think my superiors haven't kicked me around lately as you were. No. A good leader figures out how to get things done, but not at the cost of his men. I can do it, sir. Whoa there, small fry. Who let you in here? That's actually us. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll leave. Hey, don't sweat it, kid. Get on home now. Your folks are probably worried sick. Damn. Thought so. I was hoping you had a home to go to. Please let me clean your uniform, sir. Weren't we adorable back then? I ain't got nothing to pay you, kiddo. It ain't worth spending the energy. It's okay. Please, sir. There's supplies in the basement. Maybe the shields could have a bit more shine to them. Looks like I lost my appetite too. Guess someone will have to take my lunch so it don't go bad. It's nothing special, but it fills you up. Barnabas is such a good guy. Good guy, Barnabas. So there we go. That's another chapter. Gotta get hitch in the fields and got good story, good gameplay mechanics, and yeah, it's all good. The rebellion now makes its final stand at the Centurion's Rest, though Antares has lost most of his forces. This compound is heavily fortified and will not easily fall. Prime Minister Casimir, who has been a contender for the imperial throne, seeks the prestige of a victory over the rebels. He has arrived outside the Centurion's Rest with the imperial army as Wolfie's force prepares for the final battle with Antares. Peace may soon return to the land. Alright, so like I said before, let's start with the supports before we do anything else. Conversations. So we can talk with 4 people. Alright, there's a lot of rewards here for this one mission. Barnabas, mentor, or mentee. The student has now become the teacher. Barnabas, can you believe it? We're out here doing what we prepared to do for years. Haven't seen a battle since you were a street urchin, Wolfie. Never thought I'd have to pick up the sword again, but it feels like a warm hug from Mother. It's like riding a bike. Can't put a price on that. How am I doing? Feels like I'm making up as I go along. You never really know what you're made of until you're walking the tightrope between life and death on the regular. You haven't cracked under pressure yet. By that measure, you're right where you need to be. Not too surprised, remember yourself as a young street urchin? It's a bit foggy. That war turned too damn many kids to orphans. Out of all of them, you showed up at our barracks shining as bright as a star. You just kept going, even without a single coin to show for it. Puts a pauper above a noble in my eyes any day. I seem to have everyone fooled then. Barnabas is like that. If you ever become a leader in that position, you have people like this with more experience than you. It's so good to have them around. These newer leader types, you know, if they have like a hierarchy, you know, if you're in the military and you're an officer of some sort, it's usually the veteran sergeants here who teach the new guys, the lieutenants, the ropes and everything like that. Kind of backs them up, and they become the, you know, they both, how do I explain it? They both benefit from working together in this kind of mutually. The lieutenant gets more leadership experience. The lieutenant with, you know, who usually goes to college or something like that, gets to see a bigger picture, and the sergeant on the hand gets to impart his wisdom, and then he also gets his chance to rank up as well and to do his part. So that's the kind of like leadership style I like. I have so much doubt about myself. I don't know why you or someone else much more experienced than I just take over. You try that and I'm going back into retirement. All I want to do now is bust some bad guys, and you need people like this if you're at war. That's easier than having real responsibility. You gotta fight through that doubt, kiddo. No reason for it. Believe me when I tell you, you got this handled. Thanks. Guess I'll have to learn to throw you into the front lines first, huh? If there's a good reason for it, kid. Good guy, Barnabas. Zelos and Barnabas. Well fought out there, sir. Looks like I still have much to learn. Still calling me sir, huh? You know, that's no longer protocol, fancy boy. Technically, you're above me in rank. Tahnra, save us all. How long have you been a Master Sergeant now? Just don't want to sully your name with an officer rank, or what? Come on now. Can one even imagine the likes of me sitting down at the academy, face buried in books? I'd sooner take a spear through the gut, kid. Nah, I'm an enlisted man until the day I die. Just don't forget me when you're commanding the whole army. You can never, Barnabas. Sybil, Barnabas, friendly ribbing. And it can't be an RPG game without romantic interests, right? Hey there, Sybil, was it? Wolfie says you're good people, so you're alright with me. Good fighting out there. Thanks. Hey, right back at you, Mr. Barnabas. Pretty good for an old farmer type. That's Master Sergeant Barnabas to you, lady. Yeah, whatever. Hey, just let me know if you need to take a rest. I'm a healer, you know. What the? What? Sharp tongue on this one. Hey now, just give me a hard time. Figure a military guy like yourself will be used to it. Never's the type to go straight into the jokes. Gotta feel someone out a bit first. You know, wine and dine me before you ask for a kiss. You? Sorry, Mr. Farmer, I'm keeping my options open right now. Oh, damn. What the? That ain't what I meant. Huh, too easy. Hey, I like you. Stick together out there, yeah? Seems I'm not the only one with something to learn. They're a match made in heaven. Sigh. You're gonna be in trouble, I could tell. I'm glad you're on our side. She's not my kind of type of girl. A little too forward, in my opinion. I mean, I like forward girls, but not like... She's like not the mature type in the sense, right? Well met, Sergeant Barnabas. I'm honored to fight alongside such a legend. Get out of here. I ain't a legend at nothing. Nice to hear anyhow. Begging your pardon, but you have such a strange way of peace speaking. The grammar and sentence structure seems so free. Free, eh? Kiddo, not everyone talks all fancy-like, as they do at the academy. Where I come from, good old Melanmond, everyone sounds like me. You ain't never heard something from the countryside before? Fascinating. What is this? Melanmond. You speak quite fondly of it. Oh yeah, ain't nothing like sweet home. Home sweet home. Melanmond's a real nice town on the Rigmorg Valley that sprang up from a farmer's market for all the wheat and grapes going in and out. He definitely has like that southern accent, but I wonder if like the British or people from the UK have their own like version of southern, you know? Maybe it's like an English type of accent like that. Been in the Fitch family for years. Best damn horses in the Midlands, I tell you. I treat them like I would my own flesh and blood. Sounds so peaceful. What a happy life you seem to have, Sergeant Barnabas. How noble you must be to leave it behind to serve this country. Appreciate the kind words, but I ain't like that. When I put my horses in for the night and look at my land, always a thought in my back of my mind. Someone's fitting to take it all away. Guys like me can't rest, not in times like this. If old Barnabas kicks off early, I got plenty of cousins who'd take real good care of that Fitch farm. And none of them can handle a warhorse like me, so I gotta do it, kiddo. Now, know what I'm saying? I understand from a certain point of view. I cannot say I have much that makes me feel this way. There is my sister, but she is fiercely independent and does not need my protection. I value life itself. I feel grateful to be given the gift of senses that I take in. Tahnra's splendor, and the gift of friends most of all. The power of friendship. Whatever floats your boat, kiddo. We all need something to keep the old heart ticking. You safe out there, yeah? I don't know, maybe he's more of a southern accent type. Yeah. So, we got more relationships. Very cool. I'm gonna save right here. And let's see. I think we saved on this one, right? Just to be sure, you know, we got all the conversations out of the way, and this is the point where if you mess up on your deploy and you didn't like the way you organized your army, you know, if you want to quote-unquote save scum your way through this game, which is not, you know, there's nothing wrong with that in this type of game, because you might get messed up by like your being too confident, to say the least. Let's go to the marketplace. Oh, wait, tech tree, yeah, tech tree first. You got 3 points this time, and I wanted to pick up maybe this one, merchant invoice. We have better merchants, or better mercenaries and items. This one's pretty good. Mixed units tactics, really good too. We can't get this still. We're not high enough level. I want our units to hit a little bit harder. And grabbing mages is really good early. Crossbow units. We would like to grab this if we had more artifacts, but we don't, so I want our units to get more leadership, because maybe we want to break them up a little bit more and make more units. It would have been, I think we'll get this next time around. That looks good to me. Organize army real quick. So you see like the up arrows, the green ones right here? Jules' unit leveled up pretty well. And status, no, change class, right? And we can change them into some cool units. So the hospitalier is pretty cool. The acolyte, will turn into some other things. I like the hospital tier. Really good inside of a what's it called? A cavalry unit. So we'll build one of these and we'll stick them in Barnabas's unit. So they have a healer in their group. And we'll remove that guy. And we'll have to give him a new healer, which we can steal from Zealous's unit. Add unit, healer. And we're happy with that, yeah. Squad operations. Let's see, change class. Let's see the top one up here. So we can start turning these guys into horsebowmen, or we can turn them into like better archers. Now I've used the horsebowmen before, but we don't have any horse right now. Later on we get like so many we don't know what to do with. But for now I'm gonna turn them into archers. So right now they're bowmen and they get to turn into actual archers that do more damage, have more health, they have more skill. And then, oh, right. These guys can get turned into samurai and then warbow, but they require this thing called obsidian, which can attack from 3 units away. Samurai unit would make them so they can get into melee, which would be pretty useful. Or these guys are raiders. They're light cavalry archers, kind of like an upgrade from here. I'll show you these horsebowmen. So if you want horsebowmen, you can go to those raiders eventually. But yeah. Let's see. Rear squads. No, that's not what I want to do. Squad operations. Move unit. So I want Jules to stay in the middle so he doesn't get whacked. So we'll do something like this. And I think I'm happy with that. We'll put these guys in the back so they don't get hit as bad. And then, so it's kind of like an X formation. Yeah. And let's see. Squad operations. Change class. This guy leveled up. So we can turn him into a lot of different things here. Cavalier would be pretty useful. But having a ton of cavalry units is really good. They're some of the strongest units in the game. But we'll just turn him into a soldier for now. We'll see what else can be turned him into. So I believe, yeah, so Zelos is a Zweihander, right? He hits at an arc, hitting up to 2 targets, and I think 2 or 3. Yeah, he hits 2 targets, while the champion over here hits 1 target twice. So if you really want somebody dead, you pick this guy. The Sentinel is like a polearm guy. He's like a upgraded spearman, and but he is also has a defense against firearms. So in this game, there are cannons and rifles like arquebuses kind of type weapons, and you definitely want to build at least some of these guys to protect your units from those firearms later in the game. But that, yeah, for now we're happy with that. Now you can also, when you're in this screen, you can push these arrows to get to the next unit, which is another way of doing it, but I prefer jumping in and out of the screens. So this unit right here can add more what's it called? More people, to say the least. I'm gonna make sure we can add a healer. Okay, and we'll move them around a bit. It looks like we can add maybe 1 more, so maybe getting another horseman for this unit would be good. So we're going to push these guys back up a little bit, and we're going to do something a little like that. Yeah. I'm happy with that. And if anything, we may want to go back. So this is where, if we're not happy with something, we can go back in here, we can downgrade him, right? Demote him real quick. And then we can turn him into a cavalier, right? And we don't lose anything out of doing that, besides XP for when he wants to become a higher level 3rd tier thing. So we're actually going to remove this guy. Yeah. This makes this unit a little weaker, but it's totally worth making our cavalry units stronger. So add units, something like that, and then something like that. There. And I'm quite happy with that. Because Barnabas can take quite a few hits. These guys are like tier 2, Barnabas is like a tier 3 unit, I think. Yeah, and squad operations, we're good. So, Jules, you can't have any more people. We need to recruit somebody to replace the guy we just took from this unit. And this unit here is full. So let's see what we got in the shop. So, look at the items first. Used to increase a unit's magic by a small amount. We definitely want these. These are like consumables. Imperial Academy's officer uniform. So if we want a -3 cap, so if we're just off by a little bit to try to get one more person in, this is a pretty good item. Unassuming units less likely to be targeted by enemies in battle. Really good if you don't want them getting killed. Dragon Slayer, there are dragons in this game. They are a really powerful unit. Gorilla, rugged leather armor. So each of these items also has like what's it called? Some text at the bottom. This is a strength ring. It's really cheap. You definitely want that. Horses. We'll buy more of those. The Earth Affinity is really good for making super tanky units. We don't really need that right now. Might as well buy this, it's cheap. Well, let's see what we got for recruits. So we got another Cav Archer right there. This is a specialized magician unit. Really cool. I barely use them in my other runs, but we might as well take them just to show them off. Cav Archer. I like the Cav Archers because they move around a lot, but I'm gonna try the War Bowman and the Samurai this time around. So let's see. We can only fit like one guy anyway, but we definitely need another frontliner, right, for this group. So let's look at the squad operations. Yeah, this guy costs 12 capacity, so he'll fit in this unit, but there'll only be one person like guarding. I mean, we could do something like this, put him in the middle, and then put our guy in the back here, which is pretty cool. We'll do it. Why not? I prefer 2 frontliners, but this is okay. The Spearman's pretty tough. We'll just have to remember not to run them into combat and get themselves killed. He might be actually pretty good in this unit, since Zelos here wrecks face by himself as a frontline unit. I'd feel safer. Yeah, we're gonna do that instead. I'm gonna do something like that, yeah. Add unit. And Zelos' unit's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah. So instead of using the male mage type here, who needs to charge up an attack, which can be changed later on the road with a skill or something like that, or an item, I can't remember which, that allows them to attack on the same turn, but they won't be able to attack again. These guys attack every turn, kind of like an archer unit, but they have a range of 1, so we'll get to see that out. We'll find a new unit for Sybil. marketplace, recruit. And we're gonna want another frontline guy. Now this mercenary is stronger than this guy, but these skirmishers types, these militia types, they don't have a very good tree in my opinion. They can turn into rogues and things like that, but actually, you know what? I like that. I do like these types. They turn into swordsmen, which are pretty strong too. Yeah. We have the money. Might as well spend it. So let's buy some gear. No movement penalty in woods. It's kind of like a meh item. It's rarely useful. You definitely want this, and we'll grab this. And I think we'll save the rest of our gold. So organize the army again. Add units. Put him something like that. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So what squad operations, what items do we have? We have the Medal of Valor. Increases the unit's leadership by 3 up to 50. So it kind of like gets yet less useful over time. Because we're above 50, we'll only get 2 points from this. And if we were at 70, we would only get 1. So if we, let's see, is anybody just about to unlock another squad member? These guys we give, it'd be 51, so 9, not quite. Close, but not yet. So maybe we'll just save it. And we got these mint leaves, right? So we're gonna give that to our mage. If you want to rename your guys, we can totally do that too. So good for streaming and subscribers and things like that. You change their name to something else. Unit unassuming. So you could ask, hey, I want to be that guy, you know? Which is, if I'm making this series, anybody could become, you know, part of this series. If you want to be in here, just leave a comment below and I'll add you in as a soldier. Unassuming. Who do I not want to get hit out of all this? Maybe the healer of this unit. That'd be kind of good. I'll give them the unassuming trait. Yep. I'm happy with that. And I think that, oh, we have items, right? Organized army. Artifacts. So we have one equipped in this unit. Zealous' unit doesn't have one. So if we combine the cap 3... Oh, so we combine this, so it would be 6, right? If we use that Medal of Valor. Let me think. So if we had 6 here, that'd be... well, it'd be 5 here, technically. So it'd be 62, it'd be plus 10, but a mercenary is like 12. So, maybe not. This one has 6. It would be upgraded to 6. So it'd be 10, that'd be 10 points, not yet. That would be 53, no. 59, right? No. No, 53 would be 9 points. 5, 11, close, very close. And then this unit. So I guess we're just saving it right now. We'll give it to Barnabas' squad since he's the sergeant, right? Might as well just give him something. Sergeant's uniform. And then the archer unit we had. Artifacts. We'll give them the true shot bow, which gives 15 skill. This is more better on those skirmisher units because they need skill to do damage, really. So technically, putting up these on these guys will give them more chances to attack again, but that's not really what I care for. So we'll give them a ruby ring, and we'll give this unit back here who has the skirmisher the true shot bow. We'll give that greatsword to a different unit. Zealous doesn't have anything yet. He has a greatsword, so it makes sense, right? Oh, is his unit? Right. He can't actually equip it. That's a little sad. How much does it cost? 2? Or 1 off? Like. Or 2 off, it seems. That's okay. And we're gonna save once more. And we'll put it here since I'm pretty confident. And that's where we're gonna stop. So in the next part, part 3, you'll get to see the next fight when we deploy. So I'll see you guys later. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and yeah, bye.